Hey, what's up, rainbow flag people from USA and the rest of the world? Just thought I'd redo that video because I said some words that will offend your little 20 IQ maggot brains. And yeah, I'm just wondering why the Star David people control everything and you guys are incompetent and can't own or control anything. Are you guys mentally retarded? Are you just like, you know, the terrorists who mop the floor and wash the dishes for your masters? Or what is it? What exactly is it that's going on here? Like, it's like you have no thoughts, but at the same time there's something that possesses you and controls you and makes it seem like you can have some intelligence. But that didn't used to always be the case. It was always just like, oh, hey, I'm the same as everybody else. I have 6 things I can say. I have 6 activities I'm allowed to join in. And, you know, they write that off as you being a sheep. And it's like, well, you know, computer code isn't sheep. Sheeps within the computer code are things you can eat and benefit from. You can kill a sheep and you can eat it. You can kill a sheep and you can wear its wool to protect you. But when you have 8 billion pedophiles on the planet, what can you do to get rid of the pedophiles? I'm not too sure. And you're all pedophiles, right? Like, don't lie about it. I know in USA especially, like every single one of you have chopped up a baby penis who has a child, who has a male child, and your parents did the same thing if you are a male. So, I mean, you're like accepting of these things. And for a long time, you're trying to act like you're too stupid to understand anything. And I mean, was everyone like faking it when you failed math tests and history tests and science tests and all that? Was that like a fake move there? Like you actually understand that? I don't know. You understand that it's not even real, right? No, not at all. I didn't get that when I talked to people. What I got when I talk to people is that they're illusionary. When I seen the world, when I talk to them, I realize they don't have any thoughts. But when I seen the real world around me, I realize that's because the computer does not allocate resources in a large amount to the beings on this planet. It does not give people like 20 intelligence points and 20 charisma points and 20 strength and 20 stamina. And, you know, it's just like, oh, here's 4 points, take them and run with it. But it gets to the point where you see only like there's like 20, 40 different personalities. I think there's only 7 personalities that the computer has allocated, and maybe each one has different stat points. But they lack the ability to think and have their own thoughts. And I mean, but of course they do, because they can appear out of nowhere. And it's like the world can appear around me as I'm traveling through it. It's like you literally didn't even exist 5 seconds ago, and now I'm in your city, and your city has popped up, pointing me in all sorts of directions, and like appearing as what I asked for or was looking for. And it's like, what? Yeah, you're working real hard to hang up signs and build buildings 200 years ago because you knew I was coming, and you wanted to direct me. Yeah, okay, and so you're working real hard to fail math tests and history tests and science tests. And, you know, in general, like, you know, a B or less is failure in school. There's a couple times I got a B, I realized I'm a failure, and I didn't care. It's because I didn't care. I didn't even fail. I literally skipped school that year. And I don't know how the hell I got A's and A pluses in the other classes. I guess they just gave it to me because they knew I could do it, and I was answering all the test questions a few days I did go to school. That does technically make me more deserving of an A, doesn't it? If I just don't go to school and I come back every now and then and I get 100% on the test, it's like, oh, I didn't understand it. I shouldn't have understood any of that because I didn't go to school, huh? But yeah, what is this? What's the game? You guys are too ignorant to see that this stuff is going on around you. I mean, I didn't see it, but I didn't leave my house. So why would I? Why would I want to leave my house and be around this stuff? Why would I want to go and be around people and stuff like that? And there goes one of them right there. It doesn't look like the locals. Got to wear a mask, cover their face. See, the masks have really helped these people, the rodent species, cover up who they are. And then, of course, like the humans, like seem to be working below them, so they're just as just as big as terrorists if that's the case. We gotta enter a world where none of these things exist. These people don't exist who are involved in this shit. Even if it means like the earth is disintegrated into just blackness and nothing, there's not a single step of material, dirt, water, air, wind left to step on. If that's what it takes to get to paradise, then I'm willing to, ask for that to happen. I know everyone else thinks they're going to say paradise is their brain being programmed with the idea that they existed for 40 years and they have memories because the computer gave them a couple memories and stuff when it randomly generated them. Probably random generating the memories. Obviously, if the whole character is random generated, then the memories are probably just as random generated. And that's probably why some people have like really weird things going on in their life that they've never like been able to back up or understand or explain further. And just like the crackheads, when you see a crackhead or a meth head or something like that, like drugs don't do that to people like me. Like I took like 15 sleeping pills last night and slept for 4 hours. And I took 15 sleeping pills, took a ton of alcohol to down them with, slept for 4 hours. So what's the problem here that the computer's generating crackheads and stuff? And should I feel sorry for a random computer generation? Oh, it's a cripple. Oh, it's a crackhead. It's like, it's literally just the computer generating these beings. They have no ability to think for themselves until they get possessed and start talking to me. And what the fuck? What the fuck is up with that? Like, you guys need to explain the possessions, but you can't, can you? Because you don't understand what it is. The one was like, oh, I have voices in my head. It's like, no one has voices in their head, you retard. No living person has voices in their head. I don't, drugs don't fuck me up. I don't have voices in my head. This is all nonsense. This is illusionary. These are people who are like being programmed with some sort of backstory and shit. It makes no sense. Drugs don't affect me. They don't affect other people. They won't affect any other living being. And of course, I'm not living too if it's a game world. It's just I'm randomly generated in this. This is not real. I've not been here 6,000 years. And so we erase our memories when we enter this world so we can have fun and go back to the good old days of savagery and barbarism and death and enslavement. The good old days. And it's obvious, like we wouldn't like be thrown in a world like this with a massive multiplayer situation because it would be too dangerous and it would have been over already. Like if there's more than one person than me who talks about what I see, and that dude tried to poison me. The last person who talked about what I see, he gave me a drink that had pills dissolved in the bottom of the glass and stuff. And luckily the game's based around me, and they shifted it because the pills were at the bottom of the drink instead of dissolved in the actual fucking drink. So I only ate a little bit of the poison they put in my drink. But does that happen for everyone else? No, supposedly everyone else dies. Supposedly I just took a handful of sleeping pills. How many times do I have to do this before I just understand I can't fucking die? How many drugs and poisons do I have to take where my body starts leaking blood out of fucking growths in my body, and then the growths magically just disappear and turn into some scars and shit, and I stop dying, even though I keep taking the poisons to continue to kill myself, and then I'll try new ones, and it's like, oh, this redneck hillbilly takes 5 sleeping pills and some alcohol, and he kills himself. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! May Lucifer destroy you all! You guys like that? That's the new fucking motto here. Hail Satan, kill all humans.